Today we are doing WNBA player props here on PrizePicks. Before I get started though, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, there is a Discord link in the description of this video, as well as Patreon, where I give all my plays for each given day here on MLB, WNBA, obviously NFL coming up soon, and NBA. For example, like on YouTube, I give around three. I usually give 3 total plays that I like. Patreon, I give about 10 to 12 plays that I like on each given sport, each given day. So check that out. We're doing 3 total player props that I like. We got the 2 games today: Connecticut versus Chicago, Seattle versus Las Vegas. And honestly, both these games in game 1 for each of these series were super competitive, which obviously what you want to see. I do think that these are the top 4 teams in the WNBA. Some housekeeping notes: Gabby Williams is going to be out again for this game. She actually was out game 1 and she still has a concussion, so I guess she's going to be out game 2 at Las Vegas, as well as the Erica Hamby is still out Gabby Williams is out for Seattle. Derek Hamby is still out for Las Vegas. So those are, at one point 2 prominent players in the rotations for both these teams. So definitely going to have some sort of impact here as far as minutes go and things like that. But we're doing 3 props that I like. Again, don't want to keep this video too long, so let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. And again, it helps that there's, obviously a series here, so you can see these patterns, you can see the rotations, you can see the minutes that these coaches are laying out. But the first play I like is going to be Tina Charles over 7.5. She had in that game 1 against Las Vegas 18 rebounds. So I'm just surprised here in the same series against the same team at the same arena, her line's at 7.5. She obviously is much needed here offensively and defensively here for the Seattle Storm against Las Vegas, and Seattle won that first game. And I think it really helped that she had 18 rebounds. Obviously, Aisha Wilson, Kia Stokes on the other end for Las Vegas. There's a lot of, with no Gabby Williams, really relying on Tina Charles to grab those offensive and defensive rebounds here. But 7.5, I mean, she literally averaged 7.3 on this season, gone over 7.5 numerous times this season, especially when she converted over to Seattle, started becoming the starter, started playing starter minutes. I love the spot here for her though at 7.5, coming off a game where she had 18. It is a playoff series, a lot of intensity, a lot of aggression on both ends of the floor. So I think Tina Charles comes out aggressive. 7.5 seems rather low to me. I think it's great value here. I'm taking the over on this one. And also yesterday in the Discord, I did tell you guys that Candace Parker at 10 was value. It already bumped up to 10.5. I'm probably gonna still play this, but I just want to mention that 10.5, it was at 10 yesterday, so make sure you guys join the Discord because I did let you guys know about that one. But Tina Charles over 7.5 rebounds is the first play that I like. The next one is going to be a fantasy score, and this one's going to be an under. It's going to be Asia Wilson at 42.5. She hasn't gone over this. I'm surprised her fantasy score is at 42.5 still. She's only gone over this once in her last 4 games. I think this has a chance of maybe bumping down. She has just not been, I don't know what's really wrong with her. She hasn't been scoring the ball really as much as she used to. You can see these games here, 20 plus, 20 plus, 20 plus. 8 points and 8 points in both these playoff games. The rebounds are there. Blocks and steals kind of there. Not really what we're used to as well. Just really not playing well. I think maybe, not really sure of the reason why she just was named Defensive Player of the Year. The only caveat I have with this play is that obviously they're coming off a loss against Seattle, so Aisha Wilson definitely going to come out aggressive trying to get the win in this game. But 42.5 is still quite a bit of fantasy points for Aisha Wilson. She had, for example, like 38 here against Chicago, and look at her line was 38 against Chicago here. She had 12, 6, 2, 4, and 2 in 33 minutes. So she played 33 minutes and only put up 38 fantasy points. So I'm gonna take the under here on this one of 42.5. I think for a player that hasn't hit this in 4 of the last 5 and didn't even come close to this really in the first game, 34.9. I'm taking the under. Aisha Wilson, 42.5 fantasy points. And then the last one is going to be another play that we continue to ride here, and I'm surprised it's still on the board actually at 0.5, but it's going to be Kalea Copper over 0.5 blocks and steals or stocks here. She's gone over this her last 4 outings, 1, 3, 2, and 2. Kalea Copper, obviously just the Swiss Army knife in the backcourt for the Chicago Sky, really needs to do so many things for them to help them win. Has been playing very consistent minutes in the playoffs, very consistent minutes all season. You're looking at least 30 minutes, obviously, in this playoff game. And for a player who plays 30 minutes and plays aggressive as she does and does so many things offensively and defensively for the Chicago Sky like she does, I think 0.5 blocks and steals is just too good a value to not throw in your line here. She's gone over this her last 4 outings. I think we're gonna run this back and play this again. I like the over here on this one, 0.5 blocks of steals for Kalea Copper. So those are the 3 total player props that I have for the WNBA slate tonight. Tina Charles rebounds over Asia Wilson under fantasy score. Kalea Copper over blocks and steals. Again, 3 plays here. I'm gonna probably give about 10 total plays on Patreon. So make sure you guys go check that out. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and as always, have a great day.